Hello my fellow gamers and RTS fans, and welcome to my first Let's Play of Diplomacy is Not an Option. A really fun to play real-time strategy and base building game, which pulled me in like only a few games ever could, despite its high difficulty and fast micro required, with the saving grace of a pause option. I will use my knowledge gained from dozens and dozens of attempts at the endless mode on the highest difficulty to try and show you how to best set up your base and kingdom, be efficient with resource collection and usage, build large armies and keep them alive against bigger and bigger enemy attack waves. As you probably know if you have watched my videos before, I try to add a lot of advice and explanations into my Let's Plays, so they are 40% fun and 40% education, with 20% of pure chaos when things start to go wrong or I make a mistake. So feel free to put in your own advice and suggestions in the comments below for the benefit of all other viewers and not just my own playthrough. Now let me explain the map and the plan. So from this perspective we can see that I do have some trees over here, but I don't see any large forests, so it's going to be a gamble where can I find the largest forests and not waste too much time for my settlers carrying the cut wood over to my keep or a future stockpile. Here I'm lucky to have a cart with wood right here, so that's great. I am going to take my archers and set them up in group 2 and my swordsmen in group 1, which is the easiest way for me to control both types of units. And now over here I do have some berry bushes, while over here I have this lake with several ponds, schools of fishes. Over here there are some more berry bushes. Here I have a large stone deposit, and over here a large iron vein. Same over here, and possibly somewhere around here there's more. So it's a good starting map, although the forest is kind of the problematic part because I don't know where the main forest is. The first buildings that I am going to need is the same thing that I have explained in my guide on this game, and that would be the lumber mills, 2 of them. So I'll set one up here next to these trees and another one over here next to these. I don't want to delete any trees as I'm placing it, so I'll be careful when I do that. And now I can think, should I go with the berries or with the fish? Considering that I do have berries close by, I'm going to use those. So that will be here and here. Now what I am going to do is to reduce the range for my lumber mills so that accidentally they don't go and cut trees where there are enemies nearby. And this is something that's a really good idea to do, especially when you can see their range expanding into the unknown over here, into the fog of war, and you don't know are there enemy units there, the rebels. Same thing for this one, and then we are about done. So he can take berries from here, here and here, and that's it. Now I've already sent my units out, and how much wood do I have remaining? 60. Since I will be taking this cart over here, which has 40, and I will have 90, I can do research for advanced toolkits, plus 10% repair speed and building speed. Now I will use copious amounts of pause, because there is a lot to do in this game, and if you try to play it as an RTS without pause, you're going to get crushed. So now I'll release the game and everything will start. So my swordsman will go and pick up that wood, while my archers over here are going to go on an exploratory mission. So there's more wood here, and luckily there is even more stone here, which is excellent. Okay, they've picked up the wood. Let's see what else. We have a camp here. We'll see how many enemies there are. If there's few, we'll attack them. Like there are only 3 here, so we can attack that. Oh, stone. Perfect. This map is great. So 2 carts of wood and 1 of stone. That's brilliant. So these are already taking out these. There's food. There's another camp there, so we'll think of that. So now I'll pause again because I have 60 wood and I need to use it. As I explained in my how to start guide, you need houses, and plenty of them at the start of the game, because these will provide a population. Now, how do you set them up? If you just go for rows and main rows and then just make a huge box, you won't be able to upgrade them later on. So that is why you need to leave at least 1 spot here for travel of your workers between the buildings. You can have another building here, and then later you will actually have to leave 1 more spot here. So the next home won't be 3 tiles away, it will be 4 tiles away, so that there is a small path here. So there will be 2 here, and once I get more wood from my woodcutters, 1 is already completed. Now the next one will be, you can see the priority, settlers set to priority 1 to build this one. So that's 2 lumber mills and 2 of these berry bushes collectors, or what they're called, berry pickers homes. And so I will let the timer roll again. These guys will continue tearing this down, while the swordsmen are coming down from here to help out if there are places with more enemies than just 3, because 3, that's something the archers can take care of themselves. Crystals, I'll need plenty of for defense. Let's see how many enemies are here. Only 2. Okay, 3. Oh, more carts of stone. This map is just getting better and better. So let's tear this down as well. And it seems there aren't many enemies here either, so that's great. We can pick up a lot of these crystals, and crystals are necessary to summon units and to use the astral ray, and later on for the meteor and healing. So that's of course something you need. Now I have 60 wood because I've picked up that cart, and I will research next the comfortable shoes, which is stone, which I have. So I will use the rest of my wood over here to make more homes, and this will give me more population tomorrow. Now let's continue over here with the destruction of these rebel homes. Excellent, more stone and more of these crystals, which should get me to a lot, and I have to defend against the waves of enemies. Research complete? Yep. So let's go and research comfortable shoes now. I will continue and check to see how much wood do I have. 20. So I can get over to the next home really quickly, really soon. I just tear down this and pause really quickly. Oops, I should turn on, using my left alt, the enemy's health bars, because then it's easier to see where they are in the forests. So as I said, I will pause. So these 2 homes are left to be built. This is all built. How much is a home? It's 25. So I need to wait a little bit more. I think I will get actually more right now. You can see little villagers bringing in 5 wood each to the keep from the lumber mill. This is why you need a stockpile to speed up the collection process. And now you can see how these forests were very small, and this is a big forest, and over here I still don't know. Over here there is more forests. So what I want to do is to move these as soon as I'm done cutting this to here, so that their movement path isn't this long, for example, or this long, but right over here that they're cutting. And that means moving the lumber mills during the whole let's play, and this is something that you have to do to keep the high production going, because I have noticed by looking some of my other recordings of my previous attempts to play this to get to the maximum number of days that I could, because it is the endless mode and as far as you can get, you can get. So I looked at my recordings of previous plays, as I said, and noticed that my biggest issue is collection of resources, and that is because I didn't pay enough attention to these lines that my villagers, my workers have to go to bring in the resources. So that's something that you really need to make sure to get a lot of those storage yards, so that their paths will be short and you will get resources faster. And in this game, resources are what separates you from failing in a wave and managing to defend from a wave, because you can produce enough units and enough defenses to defeat the enemies coming in that wave. So let's see, 40 wood, and I don't really want anything else because I don't have free workers except more homes. So that is exactly what I will continue on building. But as I said, I also should get a storage yard that's going to be close to here, but because I will be moving these 2 lumber mills very soon, I don't want to waste resources to put it here and then move these to over here and over here, for example, and then again it's useless because it's far away. So I will move these 2 over to this forest, clear up from any enemies, and then I'll be safe to put in this storage and speed up their production time. Now let's go over here and see, can we kite? As I explained in my how to start guide, you need to kite enemies in order to be able to bring in smaller groups to be dealt with your archers and not get your swordsmen killed in a big battle. Even though they do regenerate a little bit of health, but it's not safe for them to be attacked by a huge mass of enemies, as they will be overcome and overwhelmed. Okay, do I have enough resources for another home? Not yet. Okay, so let's go over here, kite them a little bit more. I can already bring in the next pile of units, because I want to clear the nearby forests of these enemies and their spawn points, these homes, their camps, because I don't want to be attacked. Now, it's midnight, and if I use 30 wood for another home, I am going to be low on wood during the next day, and I won't have a quick start. But on the other hand, if I finish a home, I will have even more population for the next day. So currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's each will give me 2, meaning that I will get 10 workers next day. With 10 workers, I can make, for example, or should I say build, 2 stone mines, which is excellent start. One, for example, here, the other one over here, and 1 lumber mill. Now, I don't really need that much food, because even with 10 new workers, I have 14 per day, I should have just enough food to feed those folks. So if I were to spend, as I said, that food, I would not be able to speed up the production of new resource collection buildings if I spend it on another home. So I am going to actually leave this at 5 homes and not go for the 6th. Let's finish off this pile of enemies here. You can see the swordsman losing health a little bit because I've let them fight. There we go, it's day. And I got now 15 new workers. Now it's 15 because I gained another 5 from the keep. So it was 10 from homes, another 5 from the keep. So I have 15. And now you see that I didn't really need that extra house. But I'm starting the day with 40 wood, meaning that I can already make the next lumber mill. So I'll put that, well, I should probably just go all out on this forest and clean it up and then cut it down. Or I could put it here and then clean up this area so I can build here. So that's maybe not a bad idea also. So I'll put one here. And as I said, stone here and here. Oh, yeah. But there's also a question of, can I build all of this? I can because it's close. But then again, I will be building a lot. So I might want to go for a builder's house instead of something else. But currently with 2 builders I can finish this and then I can build the builder's house. Now I could have chosen the builder's house first if I were for example to have mines all the way here, and then you want more builders because they will spend a lot of time going from here to here. But considering I'm building over here, which is very close to the keep, and over here, that's not really an issue. So the first building I will need to build is of course this lumber mill, and again I will lower its range because you can see there's a camp there and I don't want my villagers going there and pulling enemies. Now as for this one, this will be the secondary thing to build, and then I will build the builders and then I will continue expanding with more resource collection buildings. Let me just check. Yeah, they are just starting to take from these berry bushes, so that's fine. And now let's go back to kiting these enemies. I'll pull them down here while my archers are tearing down that house, and then I'll defend them. You have to always defend them because they are much weaker than swordsmen. They have much lower HP. So while the swordsmen can kite, the archers are not that good on it, but they do have really good damage, and a bow will always beat a sword at range. So now let's finish off this pile here. Oops. Let's pull too many. So was that research done? Yeah, I believe so. So I cannot really use my resources for much else. Stained wood, this is good, but it takes a lot of wood and I don't want to be spending wood right now on that. So this is already built. My builders are going to go and build this, and I should already set up the next building, which is this one. Now I can put that, where will I be building the most? Well, probably on the upper side, so I'll put that over here. Oh, I pulled a big amount of enemies, a large number. So let's kite them a little bit better, just to make sure that I don't lose too much health on my soldiers. Yeah, this guy is getting hammered, so let's pull him out on the outside. Okay, I just told you to go on the outside of the formation, so yeah, that's better. Whoops. There we go. That's the last of them. I think that there shouldn't really be that many. Yeah, there's none left. Okay, so we'll tear that down, and then we'll go and clear this forest so we can harvest it for resources without fearing that I will pull enemies. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see now, is this being built? Yeah, this was finished. This is being built. Now, once that is built, I have 40 wood and I should have 7 workers. So what I can do is first increase the production of stone, which is a must. So I'll go with that first. But I also want to have a stockpile close by so that I do not, well, not stockpile, storage. So I am going to put that, considering that I will have 2 mines, one here and the other one here. I will put that in here so both have quick access to it. And I will have the lumber mills here as well, so they will have access to it as well. Let's put that, let's just make sure that I don't cover up the spot where this one should be built. So yeah, right up till next to that. So over here. So that will be built next, and after that I will need to wait for some more resources to build another stone mine. Now let's see what are the enemy groups that we have here. Oh, that's a big house. You see this camp? It's bigger than the other one, meaning that there are more soldiers and more advanced soldiers. Here, the rebels with shields, which are kind of harder to deal with. And considering the fact that my soldiers won't really reach this part, I mean, my foresters and my harvesters won't really reach this part. They will deal with this one. I'm going to pull back and go up here and see what enemies do I need to destroy there. Now you can already see that this guy has only a few trees left in his close area, and this guy is already not being very productive. So I'm going to build the next lumber mill over here to make sure that it's really close to the trees and this storage area, and then I will deconstruct this one. That will free up the workers for a new one. Now let's see, that's day 2 almost done. So once that's finished, I could add some more homes or more production of stone. I think production of stone is going to be more necessary here. Okay, that was not what I wanted to click on. So I am going to go with another stone mine. I'm trying to learn all the keyboard shortcuts, so I'm working on that. I still haven't really mastered it, and I do play a lot of different games, so it takes a while for me to learn a new game and not try to click on stuff that's actually used in other games. And you noticed I said stockpile instead of storage. That's because I play a lot of Going Medieval and it's stockpiles there, not storage. Okay, we'll tear this down and we'll grab this food. And for my food to be stockpiled, I'll need a granary, which is something that I'll invest my resources in next. Let's see how big is this place. Oh, there's a lot of enemies there. Okay, so I'll just pull this amount and then continue pulling little amounts. Whoops, I was actually kiting with the archers for a second. I was thinking about what to build next. That's why my attention kind of went over to my archers instead of... Oh, I should not have pulled that many. Why? Oh, because the archer shot at the building. Yeah, you see, if you shoot at the building, enemies, all the enemies next to that building will come in and attack you. So that was a problem. Why? No trees to cut nearby. Yeah, so that one is done and this one was built. So now I will destroy this one. And then I will rebuild it up here, just like I did with this one. So that's going to be over here. Now I think I can deal with these guys if I kite them well. So I'm going to try and lead them away with my swordsman. You can see already half of them are moving away because I went far from the range. But I just need to make sure they didn't go to attack any of my buildings. No, they did not. Okay, I can fight this group now with my swordsman. It's not that big anymore, because I think this group will attack my lumber mill as it's being built. So don't want that to happen. Okay, so new day. Now I have 16 workers and I have 90 wood and 40 stone. The next wave, the first wave, is coming from the left. So I need to secure my left with something. Now, the first wave, there is an easy trick to actually fight the first wave without building the defenses like walls. And that is, and considering I have 90 wood, I can do exactly that by building the barracks, because the barracks have a lot of HP and they can be used as kind of a building that's going to take the attack while you're destroying the enemies. And if you're quick and have a lot of units, you can destroy the enemies before they destroy the barracks. And that's pretty much a free pass at the wave 1 without making any walls, gates or towers. So it is a little trick that requires the use of some dead knights just to make sure that you can destroy the enemies before they destroy your building. Now, I do have 3 minutes. I just have to decide, do I go for more resources or build the barracks straight away? Well, this one is in production. I do now have more workers, more builders, because I have the builder's house, and they're currently not doing anything because there's only one building to be built. So what I should do is go for one more lumber mill, which is going to be, I guess it can be here. Yeah, let's see. I could build it over here, although that's a long path to be going. And this one I do need to destroy because the trees are very far away now. So yeah, definitely I will get rid of this one, free up the workers, and then build a new one. So I will build it here. And I should increase my food production soon, but that's still okay because I haven't built any more units. So I should spend my wood on the barracks and more units, but before that, I will get to day 4 before the wave hits, and I will have more free workers then. So what I might want to do is get one more house and get one more berry picker, the one that's going to be picking from there, or maybe it's time for a fisherman. Yeah, I do have a close place here for a fisherman because he'll be able to bring in the resources fast. So I'll do 2 more lumber mills and then do the fisherman and the house. So I will set these to be 1 and 2 priority. The house will be 3 and then the food will be 4. Just to make sure that the house is built before the morning. But it should be all built. Now let's let the time roll and keep on kiting these enemies. Pull them back. Let the archers do their thing and then put them forward. And now let's see how many enemies are left over here. Oh, almost none. Excellent. So it's a big forest and I'll be able to cut a lot of wood out of there. Just to make sure to clean up this area so I don't get attacked. And considering there's more food there, I could build the granary and then even speed up the process of collecting food from here. So I'll put it here. I should be able to... Wait, can I build new fisherman huts over... Yeah, distance. So if this one is taking the fish from here, this other one may be taking the fish from there. Yeah, so no, not there. Let's go with over here so that the future fishermen from here can bring in the resources faster. Let's kite these guys and then continue on destroying those camps up there, the rebel camps. Okay, you need to get closer. Is this being built? Yeah, it's being built. Well, okay, I don't want to... Whoa, that is a big pile of enemies. It's a good thing that I stopped my archers from attacking that house up there, the camp. I would have pulled that entire army at once. I mean, I could always run away from them, but that wastes a lot of time, and you don't really want to use the time you have the best you can, because there are a lot of enemies to destroy. What is up? Oh, storage is nearly full. Okay, but this is already built. This is being built as soon as... Yeah, how much space is there? None, because it's already full. Yeah, so they will start getting over here, which isn't really good. And I do need to stockpile a lot, so I will add another one over here for my wood collection. And this will be for the stone collection. So the builders will deal with that. Now I did spend... No, did you just hit the house? You did. Okay, now I have to run into the forest. I hope they will stop without going over to my buildings. They did, I think. That's good. Okay, so let's pull a little bit now. There we go. And fewer are here now. Okay, come over here. Excellent. So we'll deal with that. Build this. And as I said, I did spend a lot of wood that I wanted to spend on the barracks. But I still do have 1 minute and a half. And with the stockpile so close, with the storage building so close, they do bring in the resources really fast, as you can see there. So I should have the 80 wood required for my barracks really soon. Let's keep clearing out this area, because it's really dangerous to have a camp full of units, the enemy's units so close to my buildings, because they might attack at some point, and you will see later on I will get attacked by random numbers of units, and that's really annoying when you have your... Okay, this is already built. Excellent. So 80. Good. Now let's go C, and then it's G, and then it's R for the barracks. There we go. I will build them over here to the edge, and they will be like a tank for the next wave. Now I do have 14 of these free workers, and tomorrow is the day that I'll be building units. I will have time because the wave only starts at about minute and 18 seconds, and they will take quite a while to get to me. So I will have time to build my units as the wave approaches. So I should invest more... No, I need to wait. I will invest more wood into homes. But I see that I have 3 of these, and this one is having a problem with range. So I'm gonna go with a 4th one, just to increase the wood, because you really need a lot of wood at the start. Later you need more stone and iron, but at the start you need a whole lot of wood. So make sure to have lots of lumber mills. Okay, the archers will deal with him. Let's pull the next group. Come over here. So the easiest way for archers to hit enemies is from the flank. I've noticed they miss the least amount of times. So if you lead them like I'm just leading them, they hit them the best. If you lead them like forward or backward, that kind of creates a problem sometimes, because if they are going frontal like this, they will miss them and not hit them as many times as you might want to. Yeah, you see, he attacked my building. That's what I was afraid of, which is why I'm now trying to clear up this pile of enemies as fast as I can, because my buildings are so close. So it's nighttime. I have built this. I'm building this, and my other builders could go for a house, although I don't think they'll finish it before the day is out. But okay, I will put it here. Hopefully they will finish it before the night is finished, so that I will have even more free workers to turn into soldiers the next day. So let's put these guys closer, and I've almost done clearing out this area. I might as well bring them in and just fight them straight on. There's too few of them to be a problem now. Okay, and let's see up here. Yeah, there are still some, but not too many. I'll pull them over here. So it's daylight, and yeah, it was not finished on time, I think. Or maybe it was. I do have 29 now, so excellent. I will, of course, need more food in order to support my growing army, my archers. I'm going to be building a lot of archers. So let's go with another building to collect. Okay, that's T and then R to collect some berries from here. And of course, I will need more of these fisherman houses. I do have lots of stone, as you can see. I can use it now for research, for the sharpshooter and the Mungo's reflexes, which is definitely what I will be using it for. And now let's just clean up this area before the enemy wave strikes.
Enemy forces are
Yep,
approaching.
they're coming. I have 13 crystals. I only need about 5, I think, for the first wave to summon the Death Knights. So I will clean this up before they get to me, and then we'll deal with that wave. Okay, take it down that one. Oh, there's so many more of them here. How is the wave progressing? Yeah, it's not far. Let's see over here. Why is this full again? You have this one, so fill in that one. Or do I build just another one here and then another mine here? Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll make... Oops, wrong key. I will build another storage here and then another mine here, and they will be filling that in. Now, unfortunately, that will destroy a lot of trees, but I do have a big forest up there, so we'll leave it at that. Okay, go there. So it's 6 remaining. I do need a few more of these, but I do get a quick delivery on wood, so it won't really be a problem, and I will get some food by doing this. Yeah, they're coming, and I'm building a lot of archers, so I should be able to survive that wave without too much issue. Okay, fight them straight on now. There's too few of them to matter. I just want to clear up these rebel homes here, so that I am safe up here in my production of lumber. Okay, come over here. Come on, archers, shoot them. Can I produce more? Yep. I still have free workers and I still have food. And I will need to probably scout out that area up there to be able to build more fishermen's houses. So I'll go do that. Are you finishing that up? Yep, it's almost done. Let's go destroy that. What is over here? Oh, more fishes. Nice. Are there any resources here? Do I even have time to search for them? Let's see. No more. Nope. Okay, I'll scout that later. Are there more enemies here? Oh, there are. So, research complete. I should go for the Mungo's reflexes now. Now, the wave is really close now. And I will need to see how many more can I produce. So, another 8 archers. That's good. These are going to deal with this so that I can free up... Whoops, wrong key again. Want to build another fisherman's hut, although I didn't leave enough. Okay, so I'll just use my wood for more homes then for tomorrow. Now, the configuration that I'm building these homes in is to be able to build a city fountain next, and it's going to go about here, and it's going to make these homes have more population in them. I think I should leave that free, so I'll put one more house here and one more archer. The wave is almost upon me, and as I said, I will let the Death Knights tank and the barracks building. So these guys will clean this. Where's my main army? Well, it's not the main, it's the smallest now, but it's the one I've been using the most. There we go. Okay, and just to remember that I need to increase the production of food. But as I said, I need to wait for the next day to have more free workers. Okay, so the wave is almost upon me. I'm going to summon the Death Knights now over here to the edge. And put these guys in group 2. So they need to kite a part of this wave, which as you can see is coming right now, over to the side, and then let the other attack the barracks while I'm tearing them down with the archers. Now, just to make sure that the archers are in the optimum position, I'll put them here, the swordsmen over here, and the death knights will pull, as I said, the first group. You can see them separating over here, and I can even send them out over here to pull the last part. There we go. Now these guys going up here, these guys are going here, and now they haven't really attacked the barracks, and there they are. They're attacking it now. So the death knights will do their job over here, and then these guys will tear down these as they are attacking the barracks. So this is going really well. The plan has gone out without a hitch. This will of course need to be repaired, so I will turn on the auto repairs. It's really cheap to repair it because they won't be able to attack it too much. There we go. Now the last group is coming. Now, while I've been dealing with these, I've kind of forgotten to add more homes because my builders were probably not doing anything at this point. So I will add a new house here for them to build, and a new... Well, I don't really have the free... Yeah, the free workers for another mine until tomorrow, so we'll add 2 homes here. Okay, I just noticed I did something that I was not supposed to. I have built this one here without leaving a room. Okay, I will need to leave this as a path so that they can actually go in. Upgrade these, so I will do this, and this will still leave enough room for it to be upgraded. Okay, my bad, I was kind of busy with other things and forgot to leave this little piece here, but I will leave enough space, I think, for a fountain here. Going back to the battle at hand, yeah, that group is done, this one is now going to be done. So all of these guys have done brilliantly, and that's it. That's it for the first wave. Now comes the second wave in a few days, but until then I have a lot of stuff that I need to do. And this does feel like a natural place to end this episode because I have a large army, I have lots of stuff being built, I have plenty of resources to continue building, and as I said, 1 wave per episode is kinda enough. So I want to thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more episodes.